Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 15th of June. With Robert Murray McShane, we read today Isaiah chapter 47 as well as Revelation 17, both referring to Babylon. In Isaiah, we read, "Sit in silence, go into darkness, queen city of the Babylonians. No more will you be called queen of kingdoms." And Isaiah is prophesying about the fall of Babylon. Babylon was going to take Israel into exile, and eventually she too would fall. Didn't look like it at the time, but history says that is exactly what happened, and the prophecy that Isaiah had against her was fulfilled. And then in Revelation, John sees a woman who is dressed as a prostitute, and turns out that she has a label on her forehead. The name written on her forehead was a mystery. Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitutes and of the abominations of the earth. And in the revelation to John, Babylon acts as a symbol and a code. Most people agree for the city of Rome. He didn't want to attack Rome because he was a Roman prisoner and that could get him into serious trouble. So he alludes to Rome as Babylon, and it talks about this city sitting on 7 hills. So quite clearly this was Rome, but judgment was going to come on Babylon in Revelation, and Babylon would be thrown down. And reviewing history, that is exactly what happened to the city of Rome. The glory of the Roman Empire has disappeared entirely. And interestingly, one of the few remnants of Roman organization that remains today is the Roman Catholic Church. 2,000 years later, it's still growing strong as ever, but all the other military, political, all the other organizations are gone. And more recently, there have been a number of people, and I think specifically someone like Bob Marley, that sings about Babylon looking at so much of the West, possibly New York, but Western civilization as a whole. And I think that is true. All the accusations made against Babylon by Isaiah, that she was haughty, that she rested on her wealth, that she exploited people, you see it writ large all over society today as well. And we need to remember that every single empire, every single culture, every single great state and great system will ultimately end, because God is sovereign over all and he holds them accountable. They are all temporary. They will all disappear, and the kingdom of God will reign eternally. So as we live in this fallen Babylonian world, we know there have been many cultures come and gone. We remain. Be blessed.